How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we work together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build a positive mindset. My name is Henry, and in this episode, we're going to talk about how to stay motivated to achieve your goals. If you were someone that struggles with negative energy and you want to shift that to be a positive person, especially in 2023, this is going to be the episode for you because we're going to go over a perspective that gives you the power to be exactly who you want to be. But before we get started, we're going to take a few moments to slow down, zero in. We're going to take some deep, healing, meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So you can pick a word. It can be love, joy, happiness, abundance, whatever frequency you want. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you're breathing in, you're going to say that word over and over and over again. Really charge yourself up with that energy. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. And then once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. We're going to do another deep breath. This one is about alignment, about getting ourselves in receiving mode so that we can receive the message that we need to hear today to get us in that positive perspective. So just imagine that you were surrounded by the most healing, uplifting energy that's meant specifically for you. It could have a certain color, a certain taste, a certain smell, however you imagine it. And when you breathe it in, it's going to charge you up. It's going to break down the negativity, the blocks, the weight, everything that's just been holding you back. And then once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And out. So this message is all about perspective. Perspective is one of the most powerful things because it gives you the power. And so I want you to think about your life. If you are someone that struggles with negative thinking, maybe you struggle with anxiety, maybe it's depression, you're just not able to feel fulfilled in your life, whatever it is. If you have an energy that you no longer want to be in, I really want you to think about this perspective. So a lot of times when we struggle with things, when we have hurt, when we have pain, we start to think of that as if that's who we are. Meaning you might think you're a negative person, or you may think you're not a confident person, or you may think you're someone that struggles with whatever this thing is. But I'm going to challenge this thought. If we have the power to believe something, why wouldn't we believe something that invigorates us and gives us strength? What if this whole life, everything that happens is an experience for you? The experience, like the goal of it, is to give you an opportunity to learn and grow. That would mean that everything is happening for you to have an opportunity to find high frequency, which is love, bring it within you. And since you're a creator, you create whatever it is that you're focusing on, you would then create more of it. And if you can find the love in difficult situations and then create more of it, you're going to create a really powerful love frequency within you. So if you're this being, this energy that cannot be destroyed, who's to say that you didn't come to this lifetime to go through difficulty? Who's to say you didn't choose, maybe it's a mental illness, maybe it's a physical illness, maybe it's a limitation somewhere. Like, why wouldn't you be such a powerful being that you would choose to play this game on hard mode? If you've ever played video games or anything like that, there's the easy mode that you can play it and it's easier to win the game. Well, there's only so much growth that can happen in easy mode. So maybe you're having an experience that you chose to do it the difficult way. And that's why things might seem to be harder for you. It's not because your energy is lower frequency. It's because you chose a more difficult mission. Now, that doesn't mean we compare our lives to other people. Whatever someone else is doing is exactly the opportunities for growth that they're supposed to have. But you are meant to be something amazing. And if you have a huge mountain in front of you that you have to climb, why wouldn't you give yourself the power to say, I chose this. I am a powerful being. There is nobody but me that can solve this difficult thing that I'm going through. Because there's so many people struggling. There's so many people that are hurting that can't have this perspective, but you are listening right now. You are connecting. You haven't changed the episode. You haven't tuned out. So it's starting to resonate with you. And if it's resonating with you, why wouldn't it be true? Why wouldn't you be the one to come into your family after generation of generational curses, whatever they are, depression, anxiety, hurt, sabotage, whatever it is that you seem to see going on constantly within your family? Why wouldn't you be the one to come in and solve it? Why wouldn't you be the one to be in your neighborhood, in your town, in your city, in your community, whatever it is, to be the one that's the change? When everybody is thinking and struggling with a certain thing, why wouldn't you be the hero of the story? And it's because it's a decision. You get to decide what your internal state is. You get to commit to be whatever it is that you want to be. If you are going to align with what you believe is true on the physical or what other people have told you, then that will be your reality. But people do change. There are people that overcome amazing things. There are people that push through and do the grandest things on the world despite limitations, despite heartache, despite mental capacity. They do it anyway. So why wouldn't you be that exact person? You see, if you are energy, you are not your body, you are not your person, you're not your status, you're not your car, you're not your house, you're none of that. All of it, if you can observe it, is separate from you, and that includes your thoughts. I believe that if you can look at a tree, if you can just see a tree outside, you see it, it's separate from you, like it's part of this material thing that you're experiencing. Well, if you close your eyes and imagine a tree in your mind, you're still visualizing it. It's separate from you. If you think about the tree, if you say something in your mind and you're able to observe the sentence, the thought, it's still separate from you. You are the ultimate observer. So why wouldn't you be this energetic being that chose to come to this world, to go through this experience with a device, the body, the mind, the heart, whatever you want to call it, with this device that sees things a certain way, that experiences things, that moves a certain way, that thinks a certain way, that reacts a certain way, so that you could find love in all those situations. I'm inspired because I know it can be true for you. I've met people that are amazing and they've gone through the most difficult things. That means you're amazing and you're here to go through the most difficult things. And it sounds like, why would I do that? Why wouldn't I pick a life where I have the richest parents and everybody loves me and I'm the best looking person and everything is easy for me? Because what growth for you would be there? Maybe you've already done that. Maybe the inner peace that you're looking for can't be found in that experience. The inner peace that you need to level up doesn't exist in perfection. It needs to be found in the difficult experience. You cannot grow and build and become a healthier person. Like, you can't build your muscle. You can't increase your heart health. You can't do any of that without going and breaking them down first by exercising, by doing reps over and over of pain, of hurt, and then feeding it the right food to help it grow. Why would your energy be any different? Why wouldn't this physical experience be made in light of the energy, the way energy works? It's got to be the same. So I believe in you. It's time for you to start believing in you and use gratitude as the tool to find the love. Now is the time where you start to wake up, where you start to take charge, where you start to feel that you are more than you're allowing yourself to be. Imagine this world if every single person that was listening to this podcast right now, or listening to something that was giving them this perspective, if every single person woke up and decided, I am going to focus on being the most healed, loving, forgiving version of myself. I will be able to love myself, I will be able to forgive myself, and I will be able to give that to the world. And then imagine if that version of you, or those versions of the people that are making the shift, became the leaders of the countries, became the leaders of the corporations, became the social media stars, became the celebrities. If all those people were the ones that were rising to the top, that's the opportunity. We don't need to change the people that are in power now. We need to empower the people that are looking for love, forgiveness, for health and wellness for all. That's the mission in front of us. And you can do that. You can influence your community, or you could influence the entire world. Your ability to do what it is that you need to do is only limited to what you decide that limit is. So I believe in you. I know it's powerful. We're all connected. What we're going to do right now is we're going to take a final deep breath where we can align ourselves together. We can bring in that positive energy. And as you're breathing in, really visualize yourself pushing through the boundaries you've put on yourself. Visualize yourself expanding in positive energy. As you're holding your breath, find something in your mind that you can hang on to. Maybe it's a vision of you 4 years in the future doing something that you can't even believe. Whatever it is, hold that vision. And then as you exhale, allow anything that doesn't reside with that vision to leave you. So go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. You have the power. You are here for a reason, and that reason is to be the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode was impactful and got you a perspective that gives you the power. Hopefully I didn't go too fast through it. I was definitely feeling the energy and just the excitement of what is possible for not only myself, but what is possible for you when we decide what is possible for us. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link in the description. It will keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram and TikTok down below. There's also the Positive Mindset Facebook group. There's a link for that as well. And I have opened up 2 spots. If you want to do one-on-one coaching, it's for a success session. What we work on is giving you that positive perspective. If you are struggling with something, if you want to learn how to take a frequency and build it within you, that's what we're going to talk about. The 30-minute session is actually a free complimentary session. So if you want to schedule that, go ahead and schedule that below. And I'm looking forward to meeting you. Well, thank you so much for listening, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.